I'm Lisa Spallitta, and I'm happy to share my thoughts with you tonight. Little things have been causing big problems forever. Germs, ticks, and mosquitoes are all tiny things that can cause great harm. Tonight, I'm going to talk about a little thing that you may never have thought of as a problem. Plastic straws. They are everywhere. Chances are you used one or more today. But those little things add up. In fact, they add up to 500 million in the US per day. That's right. It's estimated that the US alone uses 500 million plastic straws every day. That's enough to wrap around the earth 2.5 times. So what's the big deal? The big deal is they last forever. Straws are too small to recycle, so they become trash. We like to think that trash has a nice trip to the landfill where it will be for the next 1,000 years. But too often, the small pieces, like straws, end up in the waterways, the bay, our bay, or the ocean. Once in the water, plastic is believed to last for centuries. Think of it this way: a moment on the lips, a lifetime in our ocean. Straws and stirs are consistently among the top 5 items collected in beach cleanups worldwide, and even stream cleanups right around here. Also, the impact on wildlife can be devastating. Sea turtles, birds, and fish can mistake plastic for food or get entangled in small pieces, get straws lodged in them, like these poor sea turtles here. But the bigger issue is how plastics break down. Essentially, every piece of plastic ever made is still in our environment. It doesn't biodegrade. It just keeps breaking down into smaller and smaller pieces, eventually getting so small that we call them microplastics. Microplastics are a human health concern because they are full of contaminants. A tiny piece of ocean plastic can be 1 million times more toxic than the water around it. Fish and other sea life, much of which we like to think of as seafood, ingest these toxic bits of plastic, and it moves up the food chain to us. Scientists predict that if we don't start changing our habits and getting over our plastic addiction, there will be more plastic than fish in the oceans by 2050. I also want to acknowledge that it's not just straws that are causing this problem. It's primarily all single-use plastics, like plastic drink bottles and the ubiquitous plastic bag, to name 2 top offenders. But really, any plastic that isn't disposed of properly can end up in the sea, and some are just taken there by the wind. So what can you do? For starters, you can stop sucking. You can start saving the planet from plastic pollution 1 straw at a time. Next time you're out in a bar or restaurant, just tell your server, "No straw, please." And if you're at a casual place where you fill your own cup, you can skip the straw and the lid. Bonus. Or you could take it a step further and ask your favorite restaurant to switch to a straws upon request policy. They save money, reduce pollution, and if someone has a disability that they need a straw, they could still get one. Ocean trash and plastic pollution seem like unsurmountable problems, but if each one of us takes one small action every day, things can start to improve. It's time to reduce our plastic use and not think of the recycle bin as a free pass to mindlessly consume. JFK said, "One person can make a difference, and everyone should try." Every one of you can try to say no to single-use plastics. And building on that, Barbara Mikulski added, "Together, we make change." The combined efforts of all of us here can start to change the tide of plastic overuse and pollution. So I hope you will join me and stop sucking.